Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes, here with my homies, Parlay Poe, Level
What's
Up
going
Sports
on?
10,
What's
and
going on,
City
everybody?
League TV. How y'all brothers
What
doing
it
this
do?
morning?
What it do? Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good.
That's good, man. It's good to see y'all, man, this morning. I mean, we got the chance to rock yesterday talking college football before it started happening. Now we're going to talk about college football after it happened. And, man, it was some great football yesterday. If you want
Look
Man,
at Paul over there smiling. Look at Paul over there smiling, Rob. Paul feeling good this morning. How you feel, Paul?
man, I can't complain. I can't complain right now on the feeling, but I got some worries on my hand. It's a couple worries I got.
Hey, a win is a win, though. And that
And
was a
win is a
big
win.
win. That was a big win for y'all. Big
You right
win, big.
about that.
what did you like out of that game, Poe?
Well, I like
Oh, you
on the
froze up.
field too long. You keep going three and out. They was on the field so long that they start making minor mistakes, and it was costing us. You know what I mean? Not communicating on the backside, and they getting big plays. You know what I mean? Because that come with tiredness. When you get tired, you just you know what I mean. You just start doing stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's that tired stuff. I'm like, he got to that offense got to help out the defense, man.
Yeah, I
And
saw the
dude ain't
same
touched the
thing.
field either.
Right, yeah,
Warren ain't touched the field. I'm glad about that.
yeah. I saw the same thing too. I said, man, if their offense can get a couple of first downs and let that defense rest, that defense gonna eat all day. And at the beginning, the first half, they was eating like
Back.
crazy. That
Man,
number 0, Stewart, man, listen, he was
yeah,
balling.
Fine.
yeah.
He was balling.
Josiah, yeah, he had transferred from Coastal Carolina last year.
What?
Yeah, he had transferred from Coastal Carolina. He had a chance to come out, but he stayed. He stayed.
That's good. That's good. What was your thoughts on that game? Level Up Sports 10?
I was I was looking at the same thing. They was flying around early, and even though one thing I looked at was just the way the defense, the front four stepped up, and it made it easy for that secondary. And like you said, at times when they get tired, but when you put 45 rushes together for 291 yards, the only thing that stood out outside of that was 7 to 12 for 32. And I think that'll be something that take time to prepare for this week. And I think we'll see a better performance on that end out of Michigan. But I mean, they came out and looked like a team to where, we definitely going to be talking about them in the next few weeks. That defense is definitely a different type of defense. They stepped up in the game, and you could tell after a few games, from that Texas game that they definitely got their scruples together and came out ready to play yesterday.
Yeah. Did you get to catch any of that, T1?
I did. I did. Um, yeah, offensively, uh, they have some question marks, and it's gonna be really hard to beat a good team just with defense only. So the defense played a little better yesterday. Um, USC left some stuff out there on the field. We'll say that, and I'm quite sure Michigan can say the same thing. But I saw very little offense, and I saw a defense that was trying to get back to playing some championship caliber defense at times.
Yeah, I did too. I was really impressed for how that running back Mullins, man, for him to go playing linebacker to being the main man, you know. And he was running hard, bro. That last run, it was I mean, before he scored a touchdown, listen, he was like, I'm getting this shit, man. They not tackling me. I'm getting in the end zone.
Right,
I'm putting the team on my back. And
right.
the way he ran that ball, man, was a clear example that this guy is running back one. If they go back to what's the name starting, I mean that's their preference, but Mullins is the man.
Yeah, Mullins definitely, man.
Agreed.
Just
And I know all day yesterday while I was watching football, I was like really just looking at the offensive and defensive lines. And, you know, if you just looking at the games, I mean, it was once again, like, regardless of who was playing, it depended on how that offensive and defensive line was working. And Michigan's offensive line was working at times. At times they were working. So, and their defensive line was definitely working, and that's what saved the game for them. And there you have it. Like, that's the game in the trenches.
Yeah, I totally agree. It seemed like that's when I noticed too. Watching that, it seemed like that's when the defensive back they kind of communicate together, and they looking at the linebackers and that defensive line especially able to roll off of that and make the game a lot easier on that defensive side of the ball. Make it hard to cover. Make it hard for them to get that ball loose in coverage. So I agree with you on that as well.
Let me ask y'all this before we move on to another game. What Michigan showed yesterday physically against a former Pac-12 team, do you think that the Pac-12 teams are going to have issues with that physicality? Because we thought USC probably wasn't going to have issues because they played LSU when they were in it. But Michigan showed yesterday that, man, listen, this is a different kind of physicality over here in this Big Ten. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's what I said. I like this a different kind of game. I'm saying, especially when that last series when we just ran the ball all the way downfield and they tried to throw it on the 1/3 down. I was so pissed off. And that's going to be a big problem for my bad, from USC and the other teams though, because I seen UCLA play yesterday too. They're gonna have a problem too.
Yeah,
I agree. It's the Big Ten for a reason. The boys is big, and that definitely showed at a lot of different times yesterday, especially with the. I noticed that with I watch a lot of Ohio State, Michigan each year, and they have some big boys on that line. And when you come in the Big Ten, that's one thing they talk about is being able to play up front, and you got to be big and you got to be stout. And I think that will definitely be a problem. And like Poe said, Parlay Poe with the UCLA Bruins, them boys is too small.
Yeah, they small, man.
Yeah, and then not to mention that you have to do this week after week after week. You're going to get pounded and pounded and pounded in the Big Ten. Ain't no just flying around, throwing the ball around and none of that stuff, man. You got to come back next week and somebody going to be pounding on you.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how those teams are come November, health-wise, all of that.
Yeah. Even when you play Nebraska and Illinois, they physical too.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, listen, you don't get no breaks. Now, you might get a break against Purdue, Northwestern, some of them, but
they still going to bang you. They still going to bang you.
You're right.
I watched Indiana, and them boys was big too. Even just thinking of when you said that, like, every team in the Big Ten, they got some boys up front that's at least on average 275. And they
man, I'm telling you, they got them hard. Them linemen be 3+, especially them tackles.
325.
Yeah, on the field in you.
They big now.
Man.
What's going on, man? Yep. Chilling.
Man, listen, I wrote Clemson off after they got blew out by Georgia, man. I wrote them off. Clemson is balling, man.
Yeah.
And I see your face, T1. You like, no, I ain't buying it, bro.
Nah.
Not yet. Not yet. I can't.
I play Miami.
Explaining. Because I just don't.
He don't get in the portal.
I don't know that competition that they're playing. I don't know NC State.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to give them any type of challenge. All I know is that they haven't in probably the past 15, 20 years. So when I see a score like 59-35, that's what they usually do to North Carolina State.
Yeah, for sure.
They
And
don't
they
got
gave
no
up
Miami.
35, so you might be right because you should
Yeah.
give up 35.
Right, and you gave up 35.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
35 would have got you a victory 80% of the games yesterday, probably.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, they smack. I watched that game too, man. I watched a little bit of that game, and I watched the uh Dabo. Dabo, man, he got to go in that portal, man.
Yeah.
Hey, he might feel different after putting up 59 points
Yeah, but
against
I'm saying,
NC State. Rob said they back.
yeah, but they MC State ain't back, man. They got nice little quarterback, but they still gun ho. I'm some of them teams like that, NC State, North Carolina, and all them, man. They ain't Clemson run that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Clemson,
Miami probably this year.
yeah, Miami this year, but I'm saying like the Carolinas, like
Yeah, for sure.
when they play
Speaking of
in
North
state,
Carolina,
when they play in state, they kill the in-state games.
All day.
speaking of North Carolina, man, they let a group of 5 team put 70 points on them, man. They about
Yeah,
to fire Mac Brown.
yeah,
He gone.
yeah. But see, him taking that job, man. I think that was mercy for North Carolina, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, him taking that job because I don't think nobody wanted that job at first.
Right.
No, didn't nobody want that job.
Yeah, like, but they got beat up, man. JMU, man. I've been on them in football and not football, really basketball lately for the last couple of years, and I seen that on the parlay thing. I was like I'm staying away from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Honestly, they've been good in both football and basketball. They've been decent in football, but they've been really
Yeah.
good balling in basketball.
I mean, but to let a James Madison put 70 up on you,
yeah,
that's bad.
that's serious. That's real serious.
It was funny because I was like, hold on, man. I know it ain't basketball season already when they said the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's it. Wow.
And then on the ticker, man, I was watching West Virginia and Kansas. And they just kept, every time it come on, they would just score, man. I was like, what's going on?
No defenses.
They were just scoring and scoring. I was like, whoa.
No defense. You get a lot of that in those other conferences.
Yeah,
You don't
they
get that
crushed
in the
the
Big
over.
Ten. You don't
They
get that
crushed
stuff.
the over. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah. You get a lot of scoring in these other conferences. You
Yeah,
have some games where there's just absolutely no defense at all.
at all.
Yeah. Whoever come out that Big 12, they just gonna be in the playoff. They just gonna be taking up space, man.
Yeah,
Basically.
Yeah, because
They
I
got
watched
power.
a little bit of that
That Power 5.
that Utah and that Oklahoma State game, man. And Gundy, man, they looked horrible. Oklahoma State looked horrible. They scored 19 points, but for the longest, they only had 3 points, and I think they got that 3 points in the first quarter, and they were stuck on 3 forever. Utah playing with Alcam Rising too. You in your home field. Oklahoma State was supposed to take advantage of that. They barely playing Ollie Gordon sometimes, and it's like, dude, are y'all trying to win or y'all just out there? They look horrible, man. Horrible.
What conference did they move to?
Utah moved to the Big 12.
Big 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
T1,
Big 12 over in the Big 12, Iowa State they had an impressive win over that tough Arkansas State team that Michigan just got done playing.
Yeah.
They beat them 52.
Yeah.
So
They
they
beat them up.
still out here rolling in the Big 12. So Iowa State is looking like they want to be that contender coming out of the Big 12 so far early in the season, I think.
At first, we thought it was Kansas State the way they beat up on Arizona. and then they get it handed to them yesterday at
Got
BYU.
it. Hand it to him.
Man,
Handed to them.
Who picked that? Did one of y'all pick that?
I picked Kansas State though. I know I picked Kansas State.
Did one of y'all pick BYU? That was you,
Nah.
Most B?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah, I remember somebody picked that game. That was you. That was your upset.
yeah, that was the upset.
The BYU.
Good
The
call.
BYU.
Good call, because they beat the brakes off of them for real, for real.
Man, we was just saying how tough it is to play in there.
Yeah.
Don B, we just
Yeah.
talked about Jay Madison picking up 70 on NC State, man. That's crazy. Mac Brown getting fired for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not, because who else they gonna hire? I mean, there ain't nobody else out there that want to come to know North Carolina.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get one of these assistant pro coaches. Like I seen Bieniemy on UCLA calling the plays. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Really? Foster
Yeah.
Dayton come over there? Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody give him an NFL head coaching job, which I thought was crazy.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
But they just passed them jobs around like they ain't nothing.
They recycle too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they recycle.
That's all they
them
do.
dudes.
That's all
Yeah.
they do.
He wanted to do Bieniemy wanted to do it on his own, and then because he went to the Commanders and tried to be the offensive coordinator there, it wasn't good for him.
Because he wanted the head coaching job.
Yeah. It wasn't good for him. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, he wanted the head coaching job.
What did y'all
Ain't
think
no
about
hit.
that Tennessee and Oklahoma game?
The who?
Tennessee and Oklahoma.
And Tennessee on a different level, man, compared to that Oklahoma. That quarterback is decent, man. Tennessee's quarterback real decent.
But he got butter hands in that pocket though.
Yeah, he do.
He better learn how to protect that ball.
You got to think,
Especially when the boys coming up after you.
Yeah, he a young dude too, so they gonna teach you that.
Yeah.
Especially he gonna teach you how to hold that ball when they rushing.
I think it's.
But they gave Oklahoma so many chances to be in that game as well. I mean, they gave them so many chances to be in the game, and Oklahoma just never capitalized.
They did.
Yeah.
Anytime you fumbling at the 30-yard line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Oklahoma's defense is solid though. Their defense was pretty good. Their offense.
The defense wasn't bad at all. They wasn't bad at all, other than giving up the quick 10 points in the first quarter. They were solid. Just 3 points in the final 3 quarters. So they was solid in that area. The offense just couldn't get nothing going.
Yeah.
What you think about your Buckeyes yesterday? How you think they look?
Defense looked rusty. I didn't expect that. Offense was clicking like offense, but defense looked rusty. I'm still not very impressed with my linebackers. I'm not impressed with the production that I'm getting out of those 2 linebacker spots.
What you mean, 33?
No, 0 and what? 6?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
5. I think Styles is 6.
Yeah, just my linebackers. I just need more, and I'm not getting it. I'm a couple of tackles. That's not it. Make plays. You're a linebacker. Make plays.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing those plays from my linebacker. I'm seeing them from everywhere else. But we see how important Tyleik Williams is to that defensive front too, because with him out, they started off a little slow.
I think the first thing I noticed, they had mentioned him, I think, after, if it wasn't the second or third play of the game, that was the first name they mentioned. And I do agree with you when you say something about the linebackers, because I know when you watch the game, as I was thinking, how they was able to drive them times down the field with the linebackers not making no adjustments theirself. just really dropping back, not even looking for the ball, just dropping back. If they would have dropped back, I think that'd have made it tougher at times. And then at times, I think putting a little more pressure on the QB, disguising a couple of things. You don't got to show everything, but coming off that bye week, I would have thought that they would have did that same thing, and I do agree with you on that. So, I mean, outside of that, I like what I seen out of the running back, Judkins. That's a dynamic duo y'all had back there at the running back. When it comes to the receiver, I mean, it shows within itself. But I do agree with you on that linebacker and Tyleik Williams being out.
Yeah, offense crispy. We good offensively. Y'all gonna have to outscore us.
Until y'all play somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When we play somebody, if our defense does decide to, not really show up and be those silver bullets that they're supposed to be, and just the offenses just have to take over.
I don't like y'all safety either.
Oh, we good at the safety spot. Our safeties and corners good.
Like one dude, he can overrun the play.
Who you talking? You talking about Ransom?
Yeah, he could overrun the play.
That's the only. I think that's his only downfall. I think he make up for it. I think he make up for that because just the way he played yesterday, I honestly didn't even notice when he overran a play just how active he is on the field within itself.
Honestly. Yeah, Ransom a dog.
Yeah, he everywhere. And then that pickup from Alabama, man,
Downs. He everywhere, like a safety's supposed to be. That's what I need. One of my linebackers. I need a linebacker like that. And I'm at this point. I'm saying that Hicks and Powers need to get some more burn. Try them out. I'm mad I ain't seen Powers. I like Powers.
Yeah, that was a person I'm definitely surprised wasn't on the field a lot yesterday. That's number 10. I love his game when he's active. He's everywhere. He seems to know, exactly where to be, even when they take time to adjust on the offensive side of the ball, trying to audible. So that's something I think as well. If he play, I think Ohio State's defense takes that next step, to that upper echelon of being a top defense even more than what they are already.
Man, that kid Mike Green from Marshall, that defensive end, somebody gonna give him some NIL money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, listen, that kid is good.
That's if his time ain't up. How many years? What year was he?
I think he's still young. I think he only like a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's still young.
Oh yeah, he about to cash out, and it ain't gonna be those biscuits.
No, it ain't gonna be no biscuits. No biscuits for sure.
You can keep those biscuits tough.
But you know what? But some of that stuff would be like some of these kids can't get in the school they want to though.
Yeah.
Right.
They still got to pass an entry test.
Right.
Some of them schools, their academic standards is high.
That entry test is real easy when you 6'5", 320.
It's supposed to be, but sometimes it don't. Dude, we had one dude from California, he couldn't even pass the test.
Oh, I remember that one time. That was weird. That was weird to me. Because you don't even hear of that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, he an athlete. He was a 4-star. He couldn't even get in our. I'm like, man, ain't no way. He would have got in our school. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. If he had 5 gym classes.
Right.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
yeah, that was weird.
What y'all think about that Vanderbilt, Missouri game, man?
I ain't get to see that.
Woo! Crazy.
I think it's like how Georgia, and I think we all could probably agree on this. I think it's how Georgia came out last week against Kentucky. Missouri went in and they just thought they possibly had one, overlooking a Vanderbilt team. And I think that was a game we talked about a few weeks ago, and we felt I was like, Vandy might challenge them. And I was actually surprised at the challenge they gave them that tough, but the conference games that it is.
They challenged them.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot in these games to where teams are going to have to come out. If you're not playing, you can either get bit and it's going to sting, and you're not going to be able to come back for it, or you're going to have to work 10 to 20 times harder to get out that hole. And you don't want to
Right.
have to do that.
I don't think Missouri stay at number 7, man.
Nah.
They started off slow against who's that? Boston College when they played them a couple weeks ago.
They're not gonna move them. It's the SEC team.
Man, maybe you're right about that, man. Maybe SEC getting a little bit too much love, man. But
Always.
they don't
They
look
always.
good. And they got a weak schedule too, so they're gonna mess
Yeah.
around. And I think I said this earlier in another video. Their record is gonna be like 11-1, 10-2, but they're not as good as that record says, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even the teams with the weak records, dog, they're gonna be in bangers just like that. It's gonna be a lot of them bangers with all these teams.
Yeah.
And from what I'm seeing, even Ohio State, like we're gonna have some bangers. Everything
Right.
ain't gonna be a blowout against who you think we're gonna blow out or whatever or whatnot. We're gonna have some bangers.
Agreed. So what's
What y'all think
what
about that Colorado game? Colorado and Baylor.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game. Hey, Travis Hunter is him.
He is him.
He
Yeah.
He is all of him.
Yeah.
Man,
He is
That's
all
a-
of him, man. That kid is beyond special.
he is, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
Dude, real
Yeah.
special.
Him and Cam
Beyond
Roy,
special.
Him and Cam Roy right now, I think, sitting at the top of the Heisman 1-2. Him, Cam Ward, and Jackson Dart right behind, possibly.
Hey, they asked the question. They said, now when he go off to the NBA, the NFL, does he just stick to one side, offense or defense, or do the NFL say, hey, we still have to use him? He still could be one of the top receivers in the league. Do they give him that opportunity to continue playing both sides at the ball at a high rate?
That's what you think, Parlay Pope?
That ain't happened in a long time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Not a
That
long
ain't
time, not since Prime.
yeah,
No,
that
but
ain't-
not since Gamble, Chris Gamble,
yeah,
out of Ohio State. He got to play both sides,
yeah,
but
They ain't
not a
happened in
lot.
a long
But he
time.
did get to play both sides enough
I think
Yeah.
because he was a receiver and he ended up mainly being a corner.
right.
right.
I think if you put in the NFL workout and the way he work out, and I was watching, it's a good question you asked that. I was watching and they asked Prime the same question yesterday. And
Yeah.
To piggyback a little off of what Prime said, the way that the NFL is, I think that is very possible. The talent that he got and as young as he is and the workout that he'll get on both sides coming from college and the NFL, I think he could do it. Like, I just think he could do it. And like I said, having somebody there like Prime, Deion Sanders, that knows it, and it would be up to him, I would say, and up to the organization. Why not letting someone that skilled? He's just out there having fun, man. I would let him have fun and do it. Why not?
If a team drafts him as their defensive back, that's going to be his primary position. They might let him get a couple of offensive plays.
Yeah.
Happy, but that's it. Now, I don't think any NFL team is going to draft him as a wide receiver because
Right.
wide receivers come a dime a dozen, man.
Yeah.
But he one of those dimes.
Yeah.
He's one of the best receivers out there. If you're a team and you want the receiver, you looking at him as the number one.
He going where the money at.
But my
You're
point
looking at him as a number one receiver, not
Yeah.
a number two.
But my point is this: wide receivers are out there, cornerbacks,
But not like Travis Hunter.
cornerbacks
Not like
are
Travis
not.
Hunter.
That's what I'm saying. He's more valuable as a cornerback than he is as a wide receiver. Is my point. That's why I'm saying they're gonna probably draft him as a corner, and they're gonna let him get some run offensively. But you know the NFL, they put you on pitch counts too when you're playing offensive anyway. They
Yeah.
can't let you be out there all game. That's why running backs, you got two solid running backs that's carrying the load. People just can't go out there and be out there every down anymore.
Yeah,
man.
they don't hit much during the week.
Yeah, it's too rough.
They ain't hitting much right now.
Yeah.
They
Man,
done with hitting. All they're hitting is in the games now.
yeah,
They
yeah.
did that already. Ain't none of that. They get one
They
day
said,
of hitting.
Yeah.
I heard what's name said they don't even be hitting.
Yeah, they
Dude,
don't. Once the
yeah,
season start,
yeah, like
ain't no hitting. All the hitting is in the game. You're just trying to perfect your plays.
yeah. Cause them dudes really be banged up. This a physical sport, man.
Man, it's a car wreck. Every single
Yeah,
accident, a
yeah,
car
man.
wreck, man.
You can't be out there hitting on Sundays and then hitting during the week. Man, you won't be no good.
You know, now being older, man, I'll be looking at football like, shit, that look like that would hurt. Like as if I never played before. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah.
Like that man, woo.
That's why
That's a violent sport.
single mothers don't like their little kids to play football. If the
Yeah.
kid is little, they like, nah, he could play flag.
Yeah, go
you know what I mean?
go
Like,
play soccer or baseball or something. But even though it's some little firecrackers out here too, but
yeah,
you know, you really have to be special when when you're smaller than everybody. You just have to be a special little kid, and we have quite a few special little kids running around here.
Oh,
yeah,
It's a lot
Special.
of them. A lot of them.
So
And I
WTP
think-
Sports, what do you think about the Texans Longhorns yesterday with the first start? Even though
Man,
I know
listen,
we want to see Ewers back. What do you think about the way they look?
it was very clear that Quinn Ewers is
It was
quarterback
clear.
number one. It was clear.
I told y'all that.
It was
Hey,
clear.
they said, they was talking to me when that happened. Cause I was giving Manning his praises. You know what I mean? But these will just be learning points for him. So it's really no big deal. But they said pump your brakes for everybody who say that we don't need yours or we'll be all right or whatever or whatnot. Just pump your brakes. That's what they said yesterday.
Yeah.
He's enamored with the long ball, man. I'm like, dude, you got a running back out the backfield wide open. You throwing the deep ball. I'm like, dude. No, man. I know you like the big play, man, but listen, your intermediate game got to get better.
Yeah.
Better. Then he throwing fastballs. I'm like, dude, the dude's wide open, man. Gotta have some touch time, man. So he got a lot to learn, man. He got a lot to learn.
Right.
Now the running game, I was happy that we established a running game. We got our first 100-yard rusher this season, And now it was ULM, but still, man. I mean, you got to get a 100-yard rusher on teams like that, and that's our first one. And our running back room is banged up. The other kid, Jarek, he had to go on the sideline for a minute too because he got banged up. So it's like, dude, we can't afford to play our fifth and sixth string running backs walk-ons in these games. So now they resting guys like crazy, man, because we just banged up in that area. But if Jalen Blue can stay healthy, man, he got 25 carries. Bijan Robinson wasn't even getting 25 carries sometimes, man.
And guess what? That's a lot of carries, especially if you plan on going deep into the season.
That's a lot of carries.
That's why when y'all say anything about any other team's running game or whatever, it's like DJ Khaled is in the back of my ear, like, we the best. Because my running backs is, man, they dogs, man. And they not carrying a big load, but they getting big yards.
Yeah.
Woo, man.
Yeah,
We the best.
I like our I like one of our running backs. I like Mullins. Donovan, he needs some glasses or some stuff, man. He need glasses. He need his eyes checked. He run up the backs too much. Straight up the lineman's back.
He used to that hole just being there and not getting touched. That's what he used to. Just run to a spot and just go. They was working off his speed. They like, hey, this hole gonna be right here. Just get the ball and go. Just go straight and fast as you can. And he ran like the gingerbread man.
See what they tell a running back. What I seen from Mullins yesterday, he made himself skinny. You know what I mean? He made himself skinny. He was hitting them little holes, man. Going in there with his body down, his head up. You know what I mean? Like he was hitting them holes. I was like, man, dude, special, and he run hard.
Yeah.
And
No.
he had that split seconds of patience too to wait for
Yeah.
it to develop. Donovan, don't wait for it to develop. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? It's gonna
Yeah.
be there when it's gonna be there. You gotta be patient enough to wait, and then bam. But
That's not what he's used to, fellas. That's
Yeah.
not what he's used to.
yeah,
For the past 2 years, he just been running to a spot and running. That's what he
Mm-hmm.
programmed to do. That's what he been doing. He got to snap out of it.
He
Don't play
do.
running back. We're gonna have to
Look,
learn.
Posey need glasses. He just running right into the back of the lineman's back. Like, how you think you gonna get through him?
Man. This cat, man.
If Tashard Choice was his coach, Tashard Choice would be chewing his ass out every time he comes to the sideline. Like,
No,
dude,
that's right.
what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Look,
Yeah.
I forgot Donovan was playing because like the second half, I wasn't even seeing Donovan. I was seeing Donovan just to give Mullins a rest.
Sporadically,
I swear.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Just to give Mullins a rest. And Mullins came right back in. I was like, man, we got some trouble on our hand right now.
Yeah. So far, Cam Ward, man, he's been picking up some numbers. Now, of course, they ain't really played nobody. And I want to see what it's, but he ain't gonna play nobody though. The ACC, man, just ain't
Right. He's not, but hey, as long as he keep putting the numbers up, I mean, it's his.
It's his.
Yeah. I like how look, he played like he been there for a second though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he sees stuff. You know what I mean?
It's
That's what
easy
you
when
want
you
your
have that
quarterback.
experience.
Yeah, that's what you want
Yeah.
your quarterback to do. You want your quarterback to see stuff, man. Like he see a lot of stuff.
So funny.
Yeah.
I'm at the top.
I just don't see anybody in that ACC giving them a challenge. You know, they getting their swag back too.
Yeah.
They getting their swag back at the youth for one good year. That's because that's all they're getting.
Listen, Florida State and Florida is not looking good. Miami stepping up, grabbing all them recruits like Miami.
Yeah,
we
they're
back.
getting all that. Oh yeah,
we back to the U. Y'all might as well come on in.
And we can legally get money now because you know they used to give it back in the day. They was one of the first to throw them monies and them chains out there, boy. They're like, let's get it popping.
They've been the most consistent out of the Florida schools, like progressing and staying at that position to make a move. So that's one team. Like if they get the right pieces in there, man, they could definitely bring it back in a different way. And
they threw out some money too. I wonder what their NIL total is because they threw out some money too, and it's showing.
Yeah, it's showing. Yeah, that's how they got Cam.
Yeah.
They definitely capitalized.
Because you know, I wanted Cam last year. You know, that's who I wanted.
Man, Cam could win anywhere he wanted to.
He could have came. Look, he could have came to us.
Yeah, he could have.
Which really was I thought was his best option. I was like, if he want to go and win one, all he gotta do is come here. We good.
Yeah,
we'll take the 1 year rental. That's what I wanted. And I don't know, but I guess if it came down to $1 million at Miami or 1.3 at Ohio State, 1.3 Miami still look good. It's the weak ACC.
And
I can be living in sunny, beautiful Miami.
And it's warm in Miami, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like you losing. Like we gonna lose some players. It's just good that we can recruit all over the nation because we're gonna lose some. You're gonna lose some players now. Now they can go out to LA. You could be from Columbus, and now although Ohio State wants you, you can go live in LA.
Yeah.
You can go to school in LA and live in. You ain't never been out 270.
Right.
You can go live in LA where Brown at.
Right.
Man.
Keep going.
It's going to be interesting here going on forward with these kids getting this money.
Yes, it is. It's already
and it's better to stay 4 years. You might as well get this little 4 year check. And I don't even think it's a rush to go out anymore. And especially if you want to get your degree too, like if you do just want to get it out the way and actually enjoy your college life, just enjoy
Yeah.
your college life, go graduate and go about your business. Because
Yeah.
some of these former athletes be messed up after football is gone.
Yeah, they be terrible.
Because
Yeah.
they ain't take the education serious and they don't have, that background to where they were already in their head, all right, when I'm done with football, I'm gonna do this what my degree is gonna be in, and I can go on about my life. So stay, get that degree, get that money, and then go to the NFL if you can. Some of these kids be making the wrong decisions, and they should have stayed. We didn't have plenty of Ohio State kids went and thought they were going in the second or third round, and end up not going to the seventh or sixth. When if you would have stayed another year, you might have been a guaranteed second rounder.
Yeah.
This might have been possibly snuck up in the first. Who knows? You needed that fourth year, but they were chasing the money. Now now there's no money to chase.
No. Alabama was known for that. Like their lineman was leaving early, and then you never heard them in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
was crazy in college and get to the NFL, and they drug bust. You know what I mean?
It's still that. It's still a lot of players. It's still a lot of players that do that.
Yeah, it's a win-win now. You know what I'm saying? You can stay there, get your degree, and
Enjoy college. Enjoy being a young adult.
Yeah.
It's definitely a win-win. What was y'all's biggest upset of the day yesterday?
Just like y'all said BYU beat what's the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
They
that.
didn't just beat them. It was 38-9.
Yeah, they destroyed them.
I'm about to YouTube that real quick.
It was
They cracked
38-9. But I told you, I said, man, when you go to Provo and that element up there, man, with that air, dude, it takes something out of you. Plus, I think they ain't played till like 10:30 or something like that at night.
They played
At night.
Yeah, it was late.
Hey, we didn't. I think everybody on here picked Nebraska in that Nebraska-Illinois game, didn't we?
Yeah,
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
I had Illinois.
Oh, you went with Illinois, must be?
Yeah, I went with Illinois in that one.
Oh, okay. That was a good call.
I was impressed by I was impressed by Nebraska's quarterback. So I think most likely I went with Nebraska's.
And he still didn't do bad either.
Yeah.
It was just that overtime when he got them sacks. That was it.
Yeah, he still
got
didn't
sacked
do
on
bad.
every play, didn't he?
He got sacked on every play.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be able to get rid of that ball. You have to.
Yeah.
You just have to. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah. That was another knock on Ark yesterday. I like, dude, the play is dead, man. Throw the ball away.
I think they be trying to help their throwing percentage, and I don't like it. Shador does it a lot.
I noticed.
I don't like it. They're trying to keep their throwing percentage high, and they're sacrificing for sacks.
Yeah. You got to understand, every play is not going to work.
No.
The defense is just there. They ready. You know, and you just got to throw the ball away and play the next play. And
let us see another day.
They don't understand that. Yeah. They don't understand that. They still trying to make a play. Like, dude, this ain't out there in street football in the yard, man.
Right.
Throw the ball away.
Yeah.
I was looking at Illinois' schedule, man, and I thought, well, maybe they might have a chance to, to get to the Big Ten championship. Nah, they play some big time people too.
Some big time.
Yeah, they might not make that college. I mean, that.
Oh yeah, they going on a run right now. They got Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Penn State next week.
Yeah.
Then Purdue, Michigan, Oregon.
I think somebody's schedule I seen somebody's schedule. I don't know if it was they play all ranked teams in the top 5 for the next 4 weeks.
Oh, I
It's definitely gonna be somebody. It's somebody in the SEC.
Yeah, it is. I think
That's a. Let me see. That's a SEC schedule right there.
yeah, I was tripping. They said they caused the 2 teams that was playing. I forgot what I was watching. Dude said
It might be.
I think it was
Georgia.
Florida. It was Florida and somebody, I think. Who Florida played this week?
They played somebody weak this week. They won this.
They played Mississippi State.
Yeah, that's who it was. Mississippi State. They their next gang, their next 4 games, everybody in the top 4. I think they play Texas next week.
That was it. That was it. They just had they got Texas and then they got Georgia.
You're right.
Ooh, that's horrible.
Yeah, they got Texas, then Georgia, and they play Tennessee and Ole Miss, and Missouri.
Yeah.
So according to how they rate them SEC teams though. So listen to this. So they got number 1 Texas, they got to play number 2 Georgia, number 6 Tennessee, number 5 Ole Miss, number 7 Missouri. Come on, man.
That's who it was.
Come on, man. They be killing me with this SEC stuff, man.
Man.
And then, so that's just saying, like y'all just have the toughest schedule in all the world.
Right.
That's 6 ranked teams.
Man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top 6. They play everybody except for us.
Yeah. Mississippi State.
Man.
How you recruiting if you have Mississippi State, bruh? How's you gonna recruit that?
Man, well, you definitely gonna tell them you're gonna have a chance.
Yeah, you gonna play against some big teams. That's what you're gonna tell them.
You're gonna come and start. You can play ASAP. It's gonna be some big games too.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Ole Miss is.
This is crazy.
Because in the NFL, more players come out of Mississippi, not the universities, but out of the state of Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
Any other place,
that's where them linemen come from. That's where them offensive and defensive linemen come from.
Yeah.
But they got Ole Miss that's still good. So Ole Miss is everybody plucking them though.
Mississippi State was just good a few years ago too. These SEC teams, they just be having their little runs. You know what I mean? They be having their runs, but like I say, the schedule is set up outside of Mississippi State because I've never seen a SEC schedule look like this. Like I say, they always at least have 7 automatic wins, not 6. You just have to find a couple wins somewhere. But this right here, woo, they put them out on death row.
Did they?
Go look at
their whole schedule. Hey, y'all, listen to this real quick. And then Rob, I'm quite sure you're ready to move on. But listen to this real quick. Because, Poe, this is crazy, man. So, look, their only 2 bad games was Toledo and Eastern Michigan. This is everybody else that they played. So just take Toledo and Eastern Michigan out. Them the only ones. So they play Arizona State, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Massachusetts, Tennessee, and Missouri. So I guess that's the 3 easy ones. They only had 3 easies. That was it.
Man.
They got blew out and won the easies.
Right. Right. Eastern Kentucky popped them. Oh, man. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
Florida's schedule was like that too.
That's crazy. Why did they let Eastern Kentucky put up more points on them than even their little SEC teams?
I'm looking at Florida.
Even Florida and even Arizona State. Eastern Kentucky smashed them like they didn't even belong.
Man.
So they ain't got no wins. They ain't got no wins at all.
Oh, my fault. They beat Eastern Kentucky. That was Toledo they lost to. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Meant to Toledo. Sorry about that. But yeah, they let Toledo smash them, put 41 points on them. Yeah. But yeah, that schedule crazy. And they do have they have the top 7, Poe. Everybody they play everybody in that mug except for us.
Yeah,
That's
see,
crazy.
that's crazy, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
But that thing
But
gonna thin out, man.
we thought y'all's schedule was hard.
Yeah, it's gonna thin out though. Some of them SEC teams ain't gonna be up there. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they are.
Alabama and Georgia.
They just beat up on each other. Look, they so far high up, they ain't gonna drop nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the whole top 7.
Yeah. Alabama and Georgia, they play this week, so one of
Yeah.
them gotta lose. So we'll see where they fall to. Just and if the game is ugly,
Nowhere, one spot. Wherever they at, they just gonna fall one spot. If it's a close game, they gonna say, nope, this still 2 of the top teams.
you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they always do.
I don't know, man. I think somebody gonna fall out of this. Now, if Georgia lose and they already had a bad showing, I think they can fall out of the top 5 for sure.
Oh, now, yeah, that part.
KT said Ole Miss is overrated with no defense. What's your thoughts on that?
I think I want to agree with him.
Yeah, that's one team I'm definitely trying to. We waiting to see who they play somebody tough, and they got this back 9 like Tiger in the U.S. Open. So we definitely gonna be seeing what Ole Miss is about for sure.
Missouri overrated too. You know, like I say, that's just that SEC stuff, dog.
Who
Yeah,
overrated?
Missouri, they overrated too.
I
Got
think
them as number 7 in the country, as if like they really something. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they got to
Ole
drop
Miss
them.
schedule? Somebody pull up Ole Miss schedule.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
They got a pretty tough schedule. That's not tough, but they got South Carolina.
Let me see how many automatic wins.
They got Kentucky coming up. Then they play at South Carolina, at LSU. Then they got Oklahoma. Then they go to Arkansas. Then they got Georgia. Then they got at Florida. And then the last game is Mississippi Burr.
They only got 3. They only got 3 games. They have 9 automatic wins on their schedule, and they got those 3 games against Georgia, Oklahoma, and LSU. Everybody else is a cakewalk.
That's really only one game, bro.
Yeah, because LSU is not him.
Yeah, they ain't LSU.
And Oklahoma, they ain't got no offense, man. They only got
Oklahoma either. Yeah. So all they have is Georgia. And what we're gonna see in that game is probably just a good game, because both of them are just above average. It's not like I didn't see the eliteness out of Ole Miss when I did just check in on them. I saw a pretty good sound football team, but I didn't see anything that just popped out.
I'm gonna say October 12th at LSU is gonna be the game that Ole Miss get popped. I think that's the game that they get popped.
But we're not impressed with LSU.
Yeah, LSU defense ain't that good.
Pop them, huh?
LSU defense ain't that good.
Yeah, how they gonna pop Ole Miss? Ole Miss solid. I'm gonna tell you that they're solid. I'm not saying that they're overrated or anything for real, but they're solid.
Because right now,
at home?
They're at home with that game. That's the reason I say that. With LSU being at home,
it's a night game.
And that's just. Let me check and see if that's the night game.
It's a night game. It's probably
LSU
right now.
Yeah. Oh, 8 p.m.
It don't matter. LSU is not that good. They're not that good. I ain't even like how they was letting UCLA hang with them. UCLA made us think that they could actually play a little bit of football. Y'all catch any of that game?
Only caught a glimpse of it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But that quarterback been chunking that football. He been throwing that football for LSU.
Right.
That's the one thing I can say. He been at least throwing that football and looking good. And I feel a night game, Ole Miss in LSU, that's a tough place. I'm telling
Man,
you,
dude,
LSU at that point would be trying to play for something in the SEC. If they both winning up until that point, I think LSU will have something more to prove to keep themselves relevant in the SEC than Oklahoma, Ole Miss trying to prove themselves and move forward.
What's the date of that game again?
That's October 12th, and it's a night game.
Ooh, that's coming up.
That's coming up.
Oh dang, that's my we play Oregon. That's when we play Oregon.
Yeah.
I
October
think
12th.
I think we the night game.
Because they probably the 7th. They might be the earlier night game. It's 6 to 8. They saying, but
Yeah, we out in Eugene, so I know our game is at night.
Oh, y'all
y'all
ESPN then.
Y'all go to Lansing this week, don't y'all?
Yeah,
I think so.
they up there at night this weekend coming up.
Is Michigan State undefeated?
I think Michigan State lost that one game. I believe they had that one loss.
I mean, not that it's going to be a contest, but it'd be nice if they was undefeated, so it can sound like something.
Sound like something, right? I agree. They just lost that one to Boston College, 23-19.
Yep. And we know Boston College ain't coming with nothing.
What's going down?
Nah.
Oh, it's on.
Look. For what it's worth, they tied up with everybody else in the Big Ten at 1-0.
Yeah.
But no, I think y'all definitely get them in the runaway with that. And then long as they're not looking ahead of the Oregon game, I don't see why y'all shouldn't come out and get that win against Michigan State, honestly.
Nah, they ain't gonna overlook them because they think they gonna have something to prove. What's the name play them for good for a first half? Michigan State always play people good for the first half.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they play them good for the first half, and then after that, the wheels fall off.
Yeah. What I noticed yesterday in that Ohio State game, man, is they play their 1 and 2 and 3, not 3 deep, but 1 and 2 deep. They play them guys early, man.
Yeah. We do, and we do let 3 come get some because we want our kids to be rested. We don't want them to be tired. Yeah. So you're back up now. You getting snaps.
Yeah, you getting snaps.
Those backups are getting snaps, so that Sawyer and JT and them boys they don't have to be out there every play. Every series they can come out and take a breather. We trying to save everybody's body, and I think that we should see more of that in college football with how physical it is. So, I mean, you have all of these players, you have these 4 stars, these 3 stars just over there sitting because you're just playing your starters primarily the whole game. That's that high school stuff to me. You just got your best players out there and they're just staying out there for the whole game. You have a whole roster of kids that can play. Let them play. Give them a breather. Don't try to pound them into the ground, which is what they did to us back in our days. It was just pound, 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 pound. Just get whatever they can get out of you because they know you're going to be gone in 3-4 years or whatever, whatnot. So, I like that. I like seeing our backups out there early, like you say, in the first quarter. You done been out there getting some burn already. I like that, and I'm quite sure them kids' bodies love it.
Yeah, I agree with you, T1. That's the formula for most of the major schools anyway, the ones that have a chance to be really, really good. That's the formula. No, we playing 1, 2, 3 deep if we can early in the game so that we can keep guys fresh. Because when that fourth quarter comes, you got to have your dogs fresh and ready to go out there and win that game for you. So I definitely agree that that's the formula going forward for all college football teams that are elite.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this, man. Now, Miami is probably going to run the ACC, and they don't play Clemson at all. Do you think those two might meet up in that ACC championship game, and Clemson might give them some trouble?
I don't see any trouble for Miami if they continue going the way that they're going and everyone remains healthy. I don't see any trouble for them. Clemson, no. I was talking Syracuse, no.
No, ain't no trouble.
Nobody. I can't even think of anybody. Florida State took their self out.
Right.
They ain't even give us a chance to say nothing about them. They just did their own thing. Like, hey, we ain't shit.
Say it again,
Right.
man. Say it again. Even after a win, and I'm a Seminole fan. I just feel like I agree with you. And only game, it's something about these October games. It's just that at Louisville, I think every team has got one of them games where they got to go on the road, and I think it's just a first test for a lot of the teams. SEC, ACC, Big Ten. I think those are the tests, and I'm not even going to say trap games because they conference games. It's just the road aspect of it. And I think with that new playoff, I think that home field advantage is something that we starting to see, something that has a big deal with college football. So other than that game, looking at the schedule, I agree with you. And Duke as my sleeper team.
That's what I was just about to ask you, Moss B. I was about to say, like, you don't think your sleeper team gonna pull it off?
Yep, I got Duke as that sleeper team still, and Pitt, and they don't play Pitt in the ACC. So you never know how that ACC.
The finale in the Q's in the Dome. Yeah. The finale is in the Dome at Syracuse.
Yeah,
that game just might be very important for both of those universities.
I think if Miami go to Louisville, out of playing at Louisville or Syracuse, I know what Syracuse is, but the way the season's going, I think in October winning at Louisville prepares you for that finale to know exactly what you got to do when you go into Syracuse with all the marbles on the line. And I think when you put Cam Ward in that position, given the format that he'll have up until that point, even if they get past my sleeper team, Duke, I just feel like they'll definitely get Syracuse. I've watched Cam Ward over the years. You know, this is his second year in the ACC, and he's just first year, but he's definitely a different breed of a quarterback with his knowledge and his ability and with the talent they have in Miami. I think that's one team that you definitely got to look out for.
Man, I forgot Syracuse had a dome. I thought that was going to be a game if it was outside in the elements.
But look, it still may be, y'all. Listen here. It still may be. Listen to Syracuse remaining schedule. Holy Cross, UNLV, North Carolina State, Pitt, Virginia Tech, Boston College, California, UConn, and then the finale with Miami. I mean, if they are any type of team, they could possibly get through that schedule. But Stanford already popped them, so they already showed that they can be beat.
Yeah, they can be beat.
KT said his Miami Hurricanes will be too fast on the turf in that dome.
I heard that.
That's what I said.
Hey, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see them. I can see them.
And then Syracuse, they still got to play. They still got to play that Boston College team, even though Boston College is what it is. That's becoming a big rivalry with Syracuse and Boston College. And I think Miami, I don't know, Miami a different team. They got a quarterback. That's the thing Miami really been missing. They actually got a quarterback that'll go out there and get the job done, I think, and that makes a big difference for them.
And their offensive and defensive linemen appear to be at least getting the job done here so far, because we really, really don't know about Miami either. We just know that they're explosive.
You know that the champion out of the SEC is going to be battle tested. You know the champion out of the Big Ten is going to be battle tested. Miami probably will not be battle tested when they get to that 12-team playoff. Do you think that's going to hurt them?
Interesting question.
No. No, I think by that time, 13 games, then the bye week, that 14th game, I could just see some rust.
I think the
That
season
might be the downfall when those playoffs come, and you do have those top four. They go on to win their conference championship games, and then they have that 1 week to sit and lick their wounds and prepare for whoever they're playing. I'm guessing that following week, I could see, just like yesterday. I mean, I could see some rust.
Yeah.
The flow is being broken up several times throughout this year that I'm seeing in the schedule. Like we've already had a bye week. We're going to have another bye week. We have another bye week. Everybody has 2 bye weeks now. So we have another bye week, and then from there we'll go to the Big Ten championship, hopefully. Then after that, probably going to have, 2 weeks of no football.
Right.
Yeah.
And a chance of being rusty, which that's another break, and the wheels turning, then we got to slow the wheels down again.
All right,
I
well,
like when the wheels just keep turning.
since we got KT in the chat, I want to ask another question about Miami. If, this is my question, y'all voters now, if there's a 1-loss Big Ten champion, a 1-loss SEC champion, and an undefeated ACC champion, Miami Hurricanes, will Miami get higher than the 3rd seed?
Yeah, they had to, since they don't got no losses.
They got no losses. You will
Yeah.
not do that to an ACC team 2 years in a row, and that's coming from their rival, man, Florida State.
But were you saying if that Big Ten champ is undefeated and the SEC champ is the champ? You saying the Big Ten and SEC champions have 1 loss?
Yeah.
And they're undefeated? No, they're gonna put them number 1.
Yeah.
It's because they're undefeated. Yeah, even though their record, they're going to talk a lot about their records, but they're going to say, but do you see how dynamic that offense is? And the way Cam Howard is going right now, he's almost looking at averaging 400 yards per game. So, like, if he keeps that up, he could possibly start breaking some records with the amount of games that he could possibly play this season.
Yeah. Only way that happened is if he hurt, like they did us. If Cam Ward get hurt, Lord forbid he do, that's the only way they could do it. But they should be up there, no doubt about it.
He said, "We don't want no cold weather game."
Hey, as long as y'all in the top 4, y'all won't get a cold weather game.
Yeah.
Y'all get a bye week and y'all get to sit at home and chill and relax in that sun for 1 more week.
Right.
Just win.
Hopefully y'all get to select the Peach Bowl.
And yeah, that's what I was about to say too. And then if y'all the only undefeated top 4 team, y'all can catch a bus to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely hope that the voters would see it that way. If you got a 1-loss Big Ten and a 1-loss SEC and an undefeated Miami, I would hope they would see it that way, man. But sometimes I don't know, because y'all talk about SEC being like the voters' homer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They love the SEC, man. I think it's like 3 people on the from the SEC on the committee. Man.
And ESPN is the SEC is their baby. They pay the SEC. So why wouldn't they promote the SEC? if that's their conference, why wouldn't they promote it? Why wouldn't they have 12 teams in the top 13? You know what I mean? That's their conference. They're promoting their conference.
I thought that was.
But they want to act like they're not being biased. But you are. You're clearly being biased.
You sure that's not CBS?
No, ESPN.
CBS is Big Ten now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Channel
You know, Big Ten, we got a few of them. That's why people want to come to Big Ten because we pay that money.
Yeah.
We pay that money with our TV contracts.
Channel 10, and they looking for another channel. I think they got like 3 of them already.
Yeah.
You got the
We
Big
got
10,
all of them.
Big Ten Network.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, the ESPN is the one. That's why they'd be like ESPN SEC Network TV.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
ESPN owns the SEC. That's why you have so many teams ranked. They have to promote their product. They're not gonna let you off their product on their turf.
Nah.
Yeah. I feel you. I mean, everybody trying to position so they can get that bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still a lot of football to be played, though, man. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'd like to see how it's going to play out. Paul, how you think Michigan going to do the rest of the season now that they finally decided they're going to settle in on Orgy? How you think they're going to do?
Man, they need to open up that playbook. Leash let him throw. I'm saying he got they let him attempt 2-yard passes, man. I'm like, they got to open it
What did he
up.
throw for something like 39 yards?
32 yards. That's unheard of.
I don't know, Poe. We could have went out there on our turkey bowl and got 32 yards.
But look, if they ain't letting him throw, I'm talking that's the play. I'm saying if we're gonna do that, we should have got
I'm all
coordinator
about that.
Offensive coordinator from Army or something. Do the triple option.
Right.
Yeah. Doing that. I'm like, man.
Well, I think he was missing Loveland too, man. So not having Loveland, that kind of messes up because that's y'all's passing game, really. He opens it up for y'all on the outside, those outside receivers. When you got a guard, you got to worry about Loveland.
Yeah,
so
Loveland big.
It's going to be a different offense, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I'm glad we got past that game.
Yeah, and listen, confidence they got to have right now after beating USC physically the way they beat them. I think everybody else on their schedule, all the way up until the Buckeyes, man, they're going to be in pretty good shape because I think they can do that to everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I know we
Even
do.
Penn State. Do y'all have play?
Yeah,
y'all play Penn State, Poe?
Penn State too.
Yeah,
you say they gonna take over.
We ran the ball 30 times straight on Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they gonna make it their thing, try to stop our run. Because Franklin hate to lose to us and y'all. He hate that.
Oh yeah.
He hate that.
Yeah. You know, they're our next rival. You know what I mean? It's y'all, and then it's, for the past about 20 years, ever since Kajana Carter and them came in and tore us up, it's been that Ohio State Penn State game has been like classics.
It had. But y'all always get them at the end, though. You know what I mean? If it ain't a blowout, it's always at the end.
Yeah. It'd be some good games. Like y'all's games with them. Some bangers at Penn State. We be banging. We be banging.
Yeah, they got some good recruits, man. They got some football players. They have some football players, no doubt about that.
It's gonna be interesting to see how their season unfolds too. Like what they can do with that. They got Illinois this week.
Who do Penn State?
Yeah.
Oh,
Illinois didn't look bad at all.
Nah.
They didn't look bad at all, and I could see them fighting with Penn State.
Yeah.
Where they playing that game at?
It's at Penn State, Happy Valley.
Happy Valley at night.
Nope, they don't have a time. 4:30.
Okay.
Still gonna be tough.
That's still prime time though.
Yeah.
That's prime time. Everybody already liquored up. It's gonna be wild. They're gonna be already liquored up.
Tailgating all day.
Yeah, they gonna be stumbling into the arena.
Yeah.
We're gonna be Happy Valley, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Happy Valley.
Yeah.
I love that name. That's dope.
Happy Valley.
Level Up Sports 10. Do you think y'all gonna get 6 wins and get to a bowl game?
Honestly, I'm not even gonna shake my head. I'm shaking my head in disappointment. I'm agree with that just on the strength of seeing our defense perform last night.
Y'all can't get 6 in the ACC?
I think I'm gonna say on the strength of our defense. Offensively,
Okay.
if I'm putting it in our offensive hands, we don't get 4 wins. But just on our defensive side and our defense putting us in situations to where we can win the game and manage it, I think we're going to get even possibly one of these upsets with one of these big schools coming up. I feel Clemson coming to Florida State. I think we're going to get that game as well with Clemson being on the way that they are with their season. I think we could get that win. If we just I think we got to make that switch at quarterback. I just
Man,
think
they're
we
gonna
have
blitz
to.
the mess out of DJ.
Like, ain't no other way around it. Brock Glenn knows the system. He's been there for a few years. Why not put the man in and let him go to work? Try to find something new with that offense and see if we can get the offensive side of the ball moving. Because if we don't, it's going to be tough to depend on that offense to get any kind of win.
I just looked at the schedule, bro. Let me be the first to tell you. It ain't happening.
Silly, that schedule is crazy, man. Just
It ain't happening. If y'all are who we see, y'all, it's gonna be an early vacation, man. Get ready for next year, and hopefully y'all can rebuild.
Who they got next week?
SMU.
Oh yeah, y'all beat them.
They could beat SMU.
At SMU.
Or they could beat SMU. SMU just got beat by somebody that's.
I know, but this is they only have like 5 games that they could possibly win.
Yeah, that's one. What's the next one?
Look, here's their schedule. They got they have SMU next.
2.
And then Clemson, Duke.
That at Florida State?
Yep.
3.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know, bro. You might not get there.
Hey, listen, y'all, listen. So they got Clemson at the crib. Then they go to Duke, your upset team. So they're gonna upset y'all. Then they have Miami, and then they have North Carolina, where you might can give them that win. Then they have Notre Dame. Then they have Charleston Southern. You can give them that, and then they close out with Florida.
Damn.
It's over.
We might get fooled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be hard for y'all to get 5.
I won't even lie to you.
If something doesn't change.
When they was driving down the field last night, it was a minute and something left. I turned the game off. I didn't even want to watch the rest of it. I thought they was going to blow the game. And woke up this morning and seen it on my phone. And rewatched the last minute and a half.
Hey, what that say down there at the bottom, Rob? I got my contacts in. I can't see up close.
He said FSU's defense will carry them for more victories. I see them making a bowl game.
Appreciate
it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What are those wins? What wins do you have on here? Because as of right now, they're 1-3. They need 5 wins. Please let us know those. Oh, no, not 5. I'm sorry.
SMU, Florida.
Yeah, they still need 5. They need 5 wins.
SMU.
Or you banking on them getting in with 5 wins? 5 and 7.
Charleston.
They can't get no bowl. You gotta have 6 wins to qualify.
No, I think somebody went last year with I think somebody went with under 500.
You can get in with 5 if there's not enough 6 wins.
Yeah. Somebody got in with under 500.
We getting in. We gonna get in.
But hey, I need to hear his 5 wins. So in these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. I want to hear these 5 wins.
Charleston.
Put them 5
Charleston.
wins in the chat, KT. Put them 5
Yeah.
wins in the chat.
Put your wins in the chat, bro.
He gonna say SMU.
Why you ain't pull him on camera? He don't know how to come on camera,
He know
or you
how.
don't want to come on.
Yeah,
Oh, he just want to chat.
And
He
then
careful, Sly, yeah.
who else? Clemson. Watch. He gonna say Clemson, SMU, Charleston.
You ain't beating Clemson.
Watch.
You ain't beating Clemson.
Right,
Listen, y'all might be able to beat Duke, man.
And that's another thing.
right. That's y'all. That's
And I know I
one of
got
y'all's
that as a
possibles.
sleeper team.
And
Y'all not
Florida.
beating Miami.
And Florida.
Look, North Carolina, y'all could possibly beat
Oh, yeah,
them.
they
North
can pick up
Carolina, we
Florida.
popping them.
Y'all not beating Florida.
They beat Florida, bro.
We
They
gonna
beat-
pop them
It's
too.
at home.
They beat Florida.
We gonna
It's
pop
in the
It's
them.
at
swamp.
home.
That's a
Yep.
rivalry game.
It's in Tallahassee.
We've been
it's in
owning
Tallahassee.
Florida. Yeah, we've been owning Florida for the last few years anyway, so we good. That's a
Did you
rivalry
hear what
game.
you said? The last few years.
Hey, that's a
It's
rivalry
clear
game.
that this is not the last few years.
They gonna play on that game of any game. If that be the one that had to get us to the bowl game, we gonna win it for sure.
Okay, here go
Hey,
KT.
Paul, let me ask you a question. Since he brought up the last 3 years, you know I got PTSD. You know what I
Right.
mean? Anytime I hear somebody say last 3, it messed me up a little bit. Hey, how do you off of what you saw yesterday? Do you feel a little bit more better with the chances of y'all getting better and making it a game when we play y'all in November?
Yeah, it's always gonna. We had different coordinators and stuff. See, y'all killed us on that cross and stuff when y'all was blowing us out, and I ain't understand Don Brown keep blitzing all the time and not running the zone on the crossing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel a lot better because our defense can keep us in the game. Our defense can keep us in the game. This is the offense we got to worry about.
Is anybody noticing the Chip Kelly effect? Because I'm seeing things that I've never seen Ohio State offense run before.
I can
Yeah,
say
you're
one
supposed to.
thing.
He's not even giving y'all. Of course, we already know you don't get the whole playbook. You don't get everything. We out here just testing stuff. But this Chip Kelly effect is real and it's in effect.
Let me
Why
tell you
set
something.
y'all up? Yeah.
You see all them long bombs y'all throwing? Y'all ain't gonna have that much time on us. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care who y'all got at them tackles. Josiah and Moore, they coming to get them. Our defensive line is top 5 in the nation.
You see our little quick hitters that we got ready now for any
Yeah,
of
hey, listen.
that blitzing BS that start coming. We got them quick hitters, which you're supposed to be able to do when they got 8, 9 up in a box on you. You're supposed to be able to have them. You got to split them out there and get them quick hitters and make sure you can pick up that 4, 5, 6,
good.
7 yards.
That's good.
If not,
But
take it to the house because they ain't got nobody back there once you break through that zone.
Look, we stopped blitzing USC, and we was just getting with them with our front 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We stopped blitzing them, and our
Mm-hmm.
front 4 was doing damage. You know what I mean? I was like, well, my man got hurt yesterday, man. My Ollie got hurt.
Who was that, y'all's corner?
Yeah, Johnson
What
got
happened?
hurt.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He ain't come back in the game or nothing. I was like,
That's an injury. That's a big injury for them.
yeah, that's
Like,
huge.
And they probably were just being safe as well too, because if that's the prize, you know what? We ain't letting you go back out there today. We're gonna let you go ahead and rest, and we plan on a long season, so we got to remember about these seasons, y'all. This season, this will be the longest season in college football history.
When you say Chip Kelly schemes, out of every formation, because I was watching that yesterday, all the different schemes, there was one formation that I sat up and I took a deep breath on, and y'all was on the goal line. Was that T formation?
Yeah, the T formation. Yeah,
I haven't seen that since. Only team I seen run that was Navy. And I
Yeah.
was like,
I
oh
ran
my.
that in high school, and we was cold with it. We was
That's
cold with it.
yeah.
I had
So
a
if Chip
big,
Kelly got that in his package, man, I think it's gonna be a whole nother level with that.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Michigan's gonna be okay. Now I don't know what they're gonna be able to do offensively, but defensively they're gonna be okay, man. They're gonna be able to slow Ohio State down. Not maybe not shut them out, but I seen what Chip Kelly done, and Michigan's already went up against a team that's already showed them that short game. You see, we couldn't throw the ball deep on Michigan at all. We didn't throw no deep passes. We threw one, and you just don't have that kind of time on that defense. But I
Yeah.
think Ohio State's best chance, they got to be able to run the ball, and that's going to be hard to do against that front four, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be better than what we think. Just because Michigan's
Yeah.
offense ain't that high.
Hey, look, and it ain't gonna be that hard to run either this year. Watch, mark
Yeah,
my
it
words.
is. Watch
No,
what
it
I
ain't.
tell you. Watch what
No,
I
it
tell
ain't.
you.
We
Watch
going
what I
right.
tell you.
We going right at Graham. We going
No, y'all
right
ain't.
at him.
No, y'all ain't. No,
Watch.
y'all ain't. Y'all ain't
Watch.
going there, Mason. Y'all ain't going there, Big Mason or
Watch.
Grant. No, y'all ain't. No, y'all ain't.
Listen. Y'all better
No,
take a
y'all
page
ain't.
out of Texas playbook and make them
It's the
guys
comeback.
on the sideline to
Yeah,
sideline.
and
Get them
hey,
tired.
we going.
You
The
don't get them
crazy thing
tired.
is we gonna open it up off the pass. We gonna
Oh,
open the
nah,
running game up off the pass.
y'all
Cause
ain't
we
gonna have that much time.
gonna light that up off the rip. We gonna light that secondary up off the rip.
Yeah, y'all
1,
ain't
2,
gonna have
3,
that much
bam!
time.
That ball out the hands. Bam, bam. My boy Howard. One thing he is showing is that he's accurate enough to make each and every throw that needs to be made. I haven't
But
seen him throw a lot of bad balls,
yeah,
and I've
but
seen him get
that's
that ball out of his hands quickly. He's fast enough to get up out of trouble. Yeah, let's go.
but they ain't against no competition like that though.
Yeah,
You
Hey,
know what I mean?
it's good
Y'all
coverage.
y'all playing
any
against
comp is comp, man.
you
Marshall
know
gave us some comp. And did you see the way Marshall just went down the field on us on their first possession, and then even their second possession, they were moving the ball.
The
Like
penalty.
why? Because that quarterback was dropping back and letting the ball go. If you do that, if you can have your offensive line block for 1.5 seconds for you to let this ball go, it don't matter who you playing, you could pick up some yards and just knick-knack down the field, and that's what they did. You know,
that's what I
and
said.
like I said, you just need a couple
Y'all
seconds.
secondary suspect.
Oh no, our secondary they're solid.
Yeah. Y'all no, that ain't
We ain't
y'all
give up no
secondary
big plays. We ain't
suspect.
give up no big plays.
Y'all secondary suspect.
Remember, that's something that's important. Big plays. We ain't give up no big
Yeah.
plays.
Y'all suspect.
Well, KT saying that Florida State gonna be Clemson, Duke, SMU, Charleston, North Carolina, and Florida, and get to a bowl game.
Oh,
Y'all heard it here first.
hey,
Same
I like
team.
it. Hey, I like his picks.
Same team.
Hold up,
Well,
time out. Did you didn't
Duke was my sleeper team.
Clemson? KT, come on, bro.
We
Yeah.
gonna get Clemson.
No,
Yeah.
y'all not
Yeah.
knocking Clemson off.
Mind you, you said Clemson really not that tough.
I know, but Florida State is looking like nothing.
The games we play for is Clemson, Florida for sure. But Clemson has been a game we definitely get up out our seat for.
Y'all gonna
Well,
have
we
to.
only have 2 weeks. We only have 2 weeks for that game, and now I'm highly interested in that game. All of a sudden,
Because that's when y'all play Oregon. That's a big Saturday that week. Y'all go to Eugene.
nah, y'all don't play that week.
We play on. Do we play on
We
the following week?
we play the 12th. I think we play them on the 12th.
Oh, okay.
It's my anniversary.
When is Tank gonna be back?
Who?
The defensive lineman Williams. When is he coming back?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know he was out.
That surprised me when they
Yeah,
was
I
talking about
didn't
it.
even know he was out. So I'm gonna have to read up on that today.
I think that's gonna be. I know next man up, but that of all positions, I noticed with y'all, that's just one position that stand out when he's not there. Of course.
But I was surprised that we went with the kid Anu. But I guess McDonald must be Hamilton's backup, and Anu is Williams' backup. So because I'm like, why McDonald ain't out there off the rip? You know what I mean? So, but you know, it still was okay. But you could tell that number 2 wasn't number 1. He got the job done, but he was not number 1.
Yeah.
Y'all Florida State struggling. They struggling with smart schools. I don't know about that.
Man, listen, we got to get Norvell up out of there. We got
to. So Duke gonna beat them.
That's my sleeper. I can't that game. I'm not even going to say with that game because I got Duke as my sleeper team, which is crazy. But the fact that I think we're gonna get in and not even have that Duke game to worry about. Still.
Listen, man, the more the Duke's quarterback Malik Murphy gets playing time and gets to play, the tougher he's gonna be to beat, man.
He's scared.
He can throw that football deep. So once he get his mid-range game together, he gonna be tough, man. I mean tough. So hopefully Florida State can pop him early. Because if he get a couple more games under his belt, man, he gonna be hard to deal with.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up with who y'all think is going to be the big game today in the NFL.
Well, my undefeated Steelers play the Chargers today.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. No, go ahead. You good.
Let's go with the 1 o'clock games first.
Okay, what you got?
That's what I'm looking right now.
Did you?
What are you looking?
I see Houston and Minnesota and Poe Steelers and the Chargers.
Ooh.
I like both of those 1 o'clock games. Those look like those should be some bangers.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you got that Philly and New Orleans game as well at 1 o'clock too.
I wasn't so impressed with Philly, man. I'm trying to see what see what New Orleans is going to do if they are the truth with Carr over there.
Y'all at home with that game, Pope? Y'all at home with that game?
Yeah, this is our home opener.
Yeah, I think y'all got the biggest game this week.
I'm surprised y'all ain't there, Pope.
That 1 o'clock game.
I just came back from the West today, man.
Right. You say you got a bye week. You was keep it at the crib.
Yeah, just keep it at the crib. Because I know we're going down to the Pittsburgh. We're going down to Pittsburgh and Dallas game in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Y'all going down to Dallas?
Nah, we're going down to Pittsburgh.
Oh, to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, what date is that? It's my anniversary, ain't it?
Like the 6th.
The 6th.
Yeah, because we got the Airbnb and everything already. So.
Dang, I was about to say y'all got any seats. I should roll with y'all.
Yeah, we got the.
Damn, y'all already loaded, Poe?
Not riding with Tono. It just me.
Y'all ain't doing the bus thing.
No. They got a bus going down there, but I can't. Yeah, I can't do that bus. That they coming at the same night too.
I feel you.
Yeah, we going down there Friday.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go down there and stay down there.
Yeah, and then it's a Sunday night game.
Yeah.
8:20. So
Pittsburgh is a nice city, bro. If y'all ain't never been, you got to take that 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive to Pittsburgh. Yeah, that city is nice, bro.
Yeah,
it is nice.
It's a blue collar, man. You know what I mean?
All day, blue collar all day.
Yeah, like it's slick down there. And you know what game I want to see? I'm looking at too.
Who that?
The 0-2 Ravens versus the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. That's in them 4 o'clock games right there.
Yeah, that's the 4 o'clock.
Yeah, let's see if it's any other hot ones, because that's hot right there. No,
I'm gonna say that Chiefs at Falcons, man. I don't know what it is about that game. That Chiefs at the Falcons, man. After watching the Falcons last week, I just feel like it's just the way the season's been going. They could get plucked.
The Chiefs
And the
defense
Falcons
is not
at
good,
home.
man. The
Yeah,
Chiefs
and
defense
the
is
Falcons
not
at
good.
home is they gonna run the ball, and I think it's definitely some answers that some questions that need to be answers on that Chiefs defense.
The 8 o'clock. I don't see it. I don't see it. So yeah, that will be a good game to see if Arizona, Atlanta is any type of real team. Hey, but
Yeah.
did y'all see we got 2 Monday night football games?
They
No.
do.
Yeah, yep. Jacksonville at Buffalo and Washington at the Bengals.
The Bengals,
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know
they
that.
starting to throw 2 of them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
My cousin
cool.
don't go to that.
That's cool.
They got the
That's
doubleheader, the Sunday doubleheader.
That's cool. Hey, I like that Detroit and Arizona game too.
Yeah.
It's in Arizona to see if Arizona want to try to contend for something. Because we
Yeah.
know Detroit trying to. So now we can see if Arizona can put back-to-back games together offensively.
Right.
Detroit
So
got
that'll be
beat
an
last
interesting
week.
game.
Didn't Detroit get beat last week?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Tampa
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Detroit lost.
Yeah, so they want to get some get back.
Yeah. The Rams is in trouble, man. If they don't get no healthy wide receivers, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, man.
It's tough for them, man.
It's tough.
I
Oh,
think they
God, just remind me. I gotta look at my fantasy football, make sure everything.
Their receivers was ready. I think they could definitely scare that division as well.
Cool.
Hey y'all, who should I my QB? I got Lamar Jackson, he my starter, and I got CJ as my backup. Lamar gonna kill Dallas, ain't he? CJ gotta go against Minnesota. Minnesota got a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
So I better stay with Lamar to hopefully go kill Dallas, huh?
Yeah.
He gonna try to prove something. You know, when he go against Dak, man, even when the Ravens, I think the Ravens has lost at Dallas before, but when he go up against Dak, he outshines him, man. He definitely do, man. I noticed that.
I don't know
They-
nothing about fantasy brawl, bro, so I don't know what to tell you on that one.
Yeah, I say take it. I've been playing Burrows from the start of the season, and Lamar Jackson in my fantasy group, one of my groups he in, they have not stopped starting him all week. I mean, all season. They keep him on the starting roster.
I haven't put CJ in yet because Lamar's like the cheat code in fantasy. Cause he get you 100 rushing and 200 passing with 3 or 4 touchdowns. You got almost 50 points.
Well, you
Yeah.
got to go with him because that game, CJ Stroud against the Vikings at Minnesota, both teams undefeated. I got Minnesota actually winning that game too, just because of the fact of I don't know Minnesota, and plus Justin Jefferson, he is playing today too.
That's gonna be a good one.
So
You
Yeah.
said you better go with CJ, bro.
yeah,
Nah, I gotta keep Lamar. I gotta keep Lamar in there. CJ going up against a tough defense. Like I want him to pull it out. But being in Minnesota and Minnesota having that tough defense, being undefeated, I'm just still not sold on Minnesota's quarterback just yet.
Yeah. And then Dallas can't stop the run.
Right.
so,
Right.
Dallas,
So
they gonna run
you
the
know,
ball, too,
and he on that turf, Lamar on that turf, so he about to have a field day.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got Henry all over the fantasy for anytime touchdown all day long. So they feel he gonna have a big game today too in Dallas. Henry versus Zeke. I'm taking Henry all day.
Right. Yeah, so we got some good bangers coming on today too.
Yeah.
I could just sit back and watch.
Look, my Browns play the Giants, so I'm hoping they can come out and dominate. But that's to talk about for that NFL stuff, man.
That's a tune up to get it going in the right direction. I got the Brownies winning that game too today for sure.
They better win. Daniel Boone Jones is terrible.
You call him Daniel Boone or Daniel Boom?
Daniel Boone.
Look, I'm a be. I hope they have, but not that it matters because I got my Fire Stick. But I was gonna say I hope they have the Cleveland game and the Pittsburgh game on separate channels, you know, them Steelers fans gonna be mad if Cleveland and Pittsburgh is on CBS. They're gonna have to go. They're gonna have to pull that stick out.
We're gonna have it on Fox and CBS. It's gonna be one on Fox and one
Oh,
on
okay.
CBS.
Oh, yep. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So I flicked him back and forth. I need Justin to do his thing.
Yeah,
But we stepping up. We stepping on Rob's NFL show. He still got to get there.
No, we good. We're gonna always have content.
Always. That's how you see this stuff easy for them boys. They got an easy job.
Parlay,
They got an easy job. Just talk about sports all day.
That's all, man.
Somebody throw us some money, man. Throw them WTP sports dudes a couple dollars, man. Let us get in, man.
I got you.
Let Rob divvy out that money a little bit, man. Come on, somebody.
Sure.
Parlay Foe.
Make it happen.
Hopefully, J.K. Dobbins, your boy from Michigan, don't bite you. Well, your boy don't bite him today. Hopefully, that Steel Curtain defense show up for us too, man.
For
I
sure.
got y'all winning today, man.
Nah, I need Dobbins to definitely get his 130. What he been doing? Don't stop. Get it. I need Dobbins to eat. Look, I need Dobbins to eat. I need Justin to eat.
He ain't getting no 130. I'm telling you that now.
He ain't getting no 130. Not to that stuff gonna stop today, Pope.
Yes, not no 130. Not today.
All right, 110. You know that's still great in the NFL.
He ain't getting 100.
It amazes me. It amazes me that they still talk about 1,000-yard rusher as if that's something. Like, y'all have 17 games. Do you know how many yards you need per game to get 1,000 yards?
Right.
Like, dude,
No.
is that what they need? About 70 yards or something, probably? Like, dude.
Probably about
Like,
like 60, man. Or something like that.
Yeah, it might be a high 60s. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Like 1,000 yards ain't nothing. And you look, the yardage is down.
Damn.
You know, it's not easy to get 100 yards. You don't see every starting running back with 100 yards rushing every week because that's how it's supposed to be. You don't see it.
That's why the running back thing so messed up. It be running backs I ain't never heard of in college playing in pro.
Yeah. Yep, a lot of them.
You got to have an every down back, a guy that can be out there first, second, running the ball, and then can catch the ball out the backfield on third down.
You need that third down back. You gotta, they already talk about them and how they depreciate just like a brand new car. You know, after they sign that contract, they depreciate it. You know, they depreciate it, man, and their bodies break down real quick. They only give them a 3-year lifespan.
Right.
Do you think they will show? Do you think they will
days
show?
of Earl Campbell? Ain't no more of them days.
Nah.
Do you think they will show your Tennessee Titans, who are on a battle, it seems like, with the Cleveland Browns today for that Fox game at 1:00? But y'all got the Packers, and they have the Giants. Who do you think will get that 1:00 showing today on Fox?
Regional coverage.
We're in Ohio.
Yeah.
We're in
Regional
Ohio.
coverage. Yeah.
Nah, I just threw that in there. I definitely want y'all to get the win today, though. I definitely do.
Man, listen, if Jordan Love don't play, we getting the win. I want
You feeling confident?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's right. That's your backup quarterback, though, bro.
Yeah.
That's your backup. So we know. That's your backup.
Yeah. I definitely want us to have to face him.
As a former QB, I like for them QBs that get released. If they get a chance to play a team, I want them to throw for 5. Gun it.
Yeah.
KT said Dallas is good for them comeback, bounce back games whenever they lose, and they're going to slow Lamar down. You might want to go with CJ. KT said he
I'm sorry. We may actually get a chance to see something we haven't seen in a while because Dallas lost last week, right?
Yeah.
They got beat up.
they make him take 2 straight L.
Yeah.
And then who do they have next? Let's dive
Giants.
into it. Sound like we got a Cowboys fan on the line.
They got the Giants after
Oh,
this
they
game.
got it easy, and then Steelers, Lions, then Steelers, Lions, 49ers, Falcons, Eagles, Texans. Oh, they about to have a nice little stretch. So they better hurry up and get it together.
10 games this year.
They about to lose against the Ravens and be 1-2, and they got the Giants with a chance to be 2-2. But let's see how this ship goes.
Right.
If they lose, your Facebook thread is going to be at 50%. Because you're going to hear them saying nothing.
Right.
Nothing at all.
But Facebook is a lot more exciting when they win and the Steelers win, man.
Yeah, it is.
When they win, oh man, Facebook be lit.
They going crazy.
Man.
It's lit. That's all they talking. They lose. They don't want to hear nothing. They ready for work. They don't want to. They ain't liking nothing. They not commenting. You might not even see them active till Wednesday or Thursday.
Hey, what they be saying? Everybody do it. It's all right.
I didn't want to
I
answer
gotta
my.
jump off of here, man. I gotta get ready for Moss, man. I gotta go. I got the road.
Okay. All right. Hey,
All right. Peace.
it was good. WTP Sports Dudes.
Yes, sir.
Wendy out.
We'll make it tomorrow at 7:45.
Let's get it.
Indeed.
Go Steelers.
Who they?
Go Browns. Go Bengals.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.